Liverpool FC, you have been embarrassing in this season. You were the title holders last season, guys. What's happening to Liverpool, guys? Huh? It's very sad to see how Liverpool are becoming. How can you go and lose to Wolves, guys? Huh? Despite despite you being pressing them very high, and having chances to get goals. Cody Gakpo, guys, what were you doing? Hmm? Mohamed Salah was nowhere to be found. Van Dijk, very terrible. You conceded very terrible goals, and you are supposed to be the best defender in English Premier League, guys. What's happening? Konate, huh? Alison Becker, you need to do better, guys. You are from spending all that money in the summer. You can't be performing like this. You are giving your fans a lot of stress because they think you may not be able to clinch Champions League spots for next season. Because you still have very hard games. You haven't played against Chelsea. You haven't played against Manchester United, and those are 50-50 games. So the Chelsea game, I think you're playing at Anfield. And then the Man United game, you are playing at the Old Trafford. So you need to do better if you want to clinch your Champions League spots. And this lot, I don't think he's the guy for the job. I think they should let him finish this season and try to get a new manager next season. They still have good players who are injured. Players like Isak. I think Isak, if he gets his rhythm playing there at number 9. Or for me, I think Isak should be playing as a winger when he comes out of injury next season, if I'm not wrong. Or maybe this the end of this season, maybe he'll play maybe the last game. We don't know the accuracy of his injury or how long he will be out. But for me, I think he will not be playing for this season until next season. So for me, I am not losing hope on Isaac. No disrespect to other. You can lose hope on the other players, guys like Gakpo, Florian Weeds, Chiesa, Salah. But for me, I think the guy who will change Liverpool next season, change the way their performance has been this season, is Isaac. If Isaac can start next season, whole of next season in terms of playing game in, game out, I think he will catch the rhythm of Liverpool and how they are playing, and he will be the most. I think he will be the most important player for them. This season hasn't been his season. He's been struggling with injuries. But for me, an Isaac who is a full fit Isaac is a dangerous Isaac, guys. So I don't know how they will be playing when Isaac comes back. Maybe Isaac will be playing at the wing and Eketike as a striker. For me, I don't like Isaac playing as a striker at Liverpool. I think their way of playing is not like that of Newcastle, where Isaac was really used to playing in that type of formation. They have been conceding really silly goals. Even that 5-2 game against West Ham, they can't keep a clean sheet. Liverpool, something is not going right. If you're looking at the defense, I don't think they should be giving Van Dijk another contract. If his contract is expiring, him and Sal need to go. They need to go for some fresh legs, guys. Not to be cruel, I know Van Dijk has done a good job at Liverpool. He changed. For me, I think the most important player, despite people saying Salah and Mane are the players who changed Liverpool, for me, I think Van Dijk stabilized that defense for Liverpool. But right now, guys, he doesn't have the legs if we are completely honest. And we have to be getting in these serious conversations of like, should we go for another centre back? And I think Liverpool should go for another centre back and not give Salah another contract and let him go to Saudi Arabia, try to get the money they'll get and sign another winger. And sometimes, even us as Manchester City, we didn't give Kevin De Bruyne a contract. Yes, are we struggling? Yes. But sometimes, when the player is not performing to that standard you want in terms of what he was in the past, you have to just be honest and let the player go. For me, I think Van Dijk and Salah should be sold. If Liverpool are very serious on going on that transitional type of team to try to get new players in who will be able to push Liverpool for the next 5 years, they need some changes need to be done. I think Florian Wirtz this season has been awful, if you are completely honest, and I think they paid a lot of money for that player for having this type of performance. We thought he will come to the league and be that Florian Wirtz we are used to in the Bundesliga, but that did not happen. We were stunned the way the guy is performing, and you can't put the guy in on the bench because the money you've spent on that player is too much. It's too much, so he has to play. So the only player I look at Liverpool and I'm like, wow, it's a Bozilla, guys. Man, that guy plays really good football. Really good football, guys. And then they don't have. I don't think Frimpong has been that effective for Liverpool. He has been having a lot of injuries. He's not a player Liverpool can rely on. But going into this Liverpool Wolves game, disappointing from Liverpool. How can you concede in the 90 plus? You could have gone even with a draw in this game, but not being that. How do I say? What? Not being that critical. What do we call not critical? Not being serious enough to see the game off at 1-1. It's very baffling. Even the first goal that they conceded, that Andre guy should not be having that large of a space, guys. Where was your number 2 to close down that guy? So I think a lot of problems have been coming from the Liverpool defense and the attacking. Both are not working. Nobody saving nobody. So if Hansi Slot wants to play in the Champions League next season, he has to start to win games, or they're in real trouble of playing Europa League next season. And spending that money, all that money, only to go and play in the Champions League is embarrassing, guys. So tell me in the chat, do you think Ancelotti should leave, or do you think we should give him time to try and build this Liverpool? But for me, I don't think if you give this guy even 5 years, he'll have the answer to what Liverpool needs. I think he needs to leave Liverpool so that Liverpool can get a manager who understands the playing style that's best for them. So like, share, comment, and do you think Liverpool should call it quits with Salah and Van Dijk? Because serious talks should be had about these two players. Should they be given another contract, or should Liverpool move on from those players? So tell me in the comment section. Until next time, guys. Bye.